Have you heard about the 40,000 people who sued Johnson & Johnson Company? Hold on to your seats because this story will expose the dark side of America's greatest pharmaceutical company. Did you know that J&J has been fighting against these lawsuits for over a decade? And the crazy thing is, they're still making billions of dollars. You might think, how is that possible? Over 40,000 accusers have sued the Johnson & Johnson company, with some claiming the company had known for decades that its baby powder and other talc-based products could have contained traces of asbestos, a cancer-causing substance. But this is not the end of the story. The saga began in the 1970s when concerns were first raised about the potential health risks of talc-based products. Talc is a mineral that is widely used in cosmetics and personal care products because of its ability to absorb moisture and reduce friction. But it can be contaminated with asbestos, a carcinogen that is known to cause lung cancer and mesothelioma. The link between asbestos and talc was not widely understood at the time, and companies like Johnson & Johnson continued to sell talc-based products without warning consumers of the potential risks. The first lawsuits against Johnson & Johnson's talcum powder products were filed in 2009 by a woman named Deanne Berg, who had been using the company's products for years and was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Berg's lawsuit claimed that the company knew about the health risks but failed to warn consumers. Since then, thousands of others have come forward with similar claims, leading to numerous lawsuits against Johnson & Johnson related to its talcum powder products. Over the years, the evidence linking talc to cancer grew stronger, as more and more people came forward with claims that their use of Johnson & Johnson's baby powder had caused or contributed to their illnesses. In 2018, a jury in Missouri awarded $4.69 billion to 22 women who said that they had developed ovarian cancer as a result of using the company's talc-based products. Johnson & Johnson has appealed that verdict and maintains that its products are safe. But the legal battles have continued, with more than 40,000 people now suing the company over its talcum powder products. Some of the plaintiffs claim that the talc itself was an irritant that led to cancer, while others allege that the products were contaminated with asbestos. The lawsuits have been filed in federal and state courts across the United States, and Johnson & Johnson has faced billions of dollars in potential payouts from the cases it has lost. In response, the company created a subsidiary called LTL Management in 2021, which was intended to be liable for those claims. But just days after it was created, the LTL filed for bankruptcy protection, a move which many see as a way the company wants to limit what it would ultimately have to pay out in the talcum powder cases. The bankruptcy filing was dismissed by a federal appeals court, dealing a setback to Johnson & Johnson's legal strategy. The court's decision was a victory for the plaintiffs, who have argued that Johnson & Johnson should be held accountable for the harm caused by its products, and it was a warning to other companies that may be considering using bankruptcy courts to limit their liabilities after losing lawsuits. But the story of Johnson & Johnson and talcum powder doesn't end in the courtroom. It is also a public health issue, as the potential risks of talc-based products continue to be debated. Recent developments in cancer research have shed new light on the link between talc and ovarian cancer, with some studies suggesting that the mineral may promote the growth of cancer cells. Other studies have linked talc to mesothelioma and lung cancer, although the evidence is less clear in these cases. At the same time, there have been encouraging developments in cancer research, with new treatments and therapies offering hope to patients. Researchers are exploring new approaches to cancer vaccines, which could protect healthy people at high risk of cancer, and clinical trials have produced promising results in treating various types of cancer, including breast cancer and rectal cancer. Despite Johnson & Johnson's repeated assertion that its baby powder does not contain asbestos and does not cause cancer, the company has stopped selling talc-based baby powder globally after switching to cornstarch as the primary ingredient of the product. This move came after the company faced intense public scrutiny and lost several high-profile lawsuits related to the safety of its talc-based products. Should Johnson & Johnson be held accountable for their actions, or is no company guilty until proven so? Let us know what you think in the comments.